YouTube? It's your boy Ken with the Anchor Reef. Today I want to talk to you about sizing your fish tank. Properly sizing your fish tank. A few things to consider though when you're sizing your fish tank. One would be location. Where's it going to go? You don't want it in front of a window, high traffic areas, places it could get bumped into, accidentally hit with car keys or anything for that matter. I mean, you never know. Accidents do happen. But you definitely want to think about location. Make sure the size of the tank that you want is going to fit in the spot where you want it to go. Stocking. What are you going to put in this fish tank? You know, is it just going to be one fish? You know, does it need a certain size aquarium? Are you going with multiple fish? You know, you have to look at your stocking level, and I mean, you should have already been doing research and knowing what you got going into this tank. You know, are you doing corals, just fish only? You know, you have to think about your stocking limit. I think when it comes to sizing your fish tank, your number one priority should be maintaining and upkeeping this fish tank. How much is it going to cost for you to maintain this fish tank? That should be your number one priority when it comes to maintaining a fish tank. Because you can actually go with a smaller tank and have an extra limit, you know, to spend on skimmer or lights or anything else that you may want to add to the fish tank just because you've seen about it, a reactor or something like that. I mean, the possibility is endless if you're not putting money into constantly using salt and, you know, upkeep on water changes and things like that. You know, if you have a 100-gallon tank and you're doing 20%, which is 20 gallons of water every week, you know, it gets a little costly when you start adding that up and how many buckets of salt you're going to be going through in a year. So maintenance and upkeep is definitely key when it comes to sizing your aquarium. How much can you afford each month to go out and replace salt, carbon, filter bags, media, anything really, you know, anything that you may need. You have to be prepared for emergency water changes. You know, you have to have extra salt on hand. If not, then you have to go out to your local fish store and purchase the salt or salt water. Freshwater tank is a little bit different. You know, you can go a little bit bigger and still get away with a few things, but salt water, it's a little bit more costly because you have to continue to maintain and upkeep these fish tanks. So maintenance and upkeep should be at the top of your fork when it comes to sizing your fish tank. Bigger is not always better, even though you know you hear that all the time, but it's not necessarily the same. Like I say, if you cannot afford to upkeep a 100-gallon fish tank, then there's no reason for you to have one in your home, because these fish, inverts, corals, they depend on you to give them a healthy environment. So if you can't provide that, then you have to go with the smaller tank, you know. That's why a lot of times people get discouraged. They get in over their head and they say that they can't afford to keep up the tank because you started too big. You know, start small, and you know, later on down the line, if your budget allows you, then you can increase your fish tank. A lot of people do all the time, but you have to be prepared to replace pumps and skimmers and things of that nature as you get bigger. So everything is going to cost more as the tank size increases. Just remember that. If you found this information helpful in any kind of way, definitely hit that like button over there. If you're not subscribed to this channel yet, I don't know why you're not, but you definitely should hit that subscribe button as well. Some things about to take place here pretty soon. And once again, like I said, man, I'm still working on this editing thing, brand new to YouTube, but this information is for y'all. You know, just simple information that I wish somebody would have told me instead of looking at me like I was stupid and just trying to sell me the most expensive piece of equipment that they could to get this tank up and going. But like I say, I've been working on, you know, trying to get the other tank ready, so trying to record that and film it and get everything set up so we can go ahead and get that in motion. But other than that, people, just enjoy your reef.